Hey, good afternoon. Welcome back to Market Master ROLAND ATTENBOROUGH. We're just out mountain biking at a lake today, and I just wanted to do a quick update with you. Sorry, I didn't mean to cover the phone like that. So earlier today I was doing a XRP update about XRP, and Vimeo, my source, has been very difficult with me, even though I have a lifetime membership with them. They constantly are messing with my video and my audio settings. Anyways, rant over. I just decided I'd get on the mountain bike and ride out to the lake because I was very frustrated. But I wanted to give you an XRP update. And my prognosis is, watch out, we have low volume right now. Excuse me. And XRP has ran up to the top, and it's having one of the smallest movements in the last few weeks. And if you go ahead and just open up your chart right now and go have a look at volume of sales for the last couple of weeks, and you will notice something very, very significant. The volume is next to nothing, and it took off up to $3, $3.60, where I said it was going to go in my forecast. Well, for all those that have my forecast. Not only that, we stated very much that we'd possibly be seeing some sort of a correction, and now with the daily bars showing that the top is momentarily in, it looks like it's a little bit of a culmination area, and it seems like we're about to have a little bit of a retest and a pullback. Now, we retested the 300 area a little, where Pluto is actually sitting in our first ring. And in a few rings out, I have another ring that I've set up. And I stated to you guys that if we didn't stay above that 300 and 290 level, that we'd probably be moving back down really fast. Especially if you break that trend line moving up from April 9th, and it crosses right underneath your June 20th or 22nd bottom. So when you run that angle up, just copy that angle, because that's the same angle that's running your tops right now from just prior to the late May where we popped down. And if you take that angle from your April low, April 7th and 9th, and you run it up to the 20th of June, copy that angle and you put it on top, and it will find all the tops. If we break this 290 angle moving up, you know, it's a major down, and I just wanted you guys to be aware of that. Not that I'm trying to get you scared of all that, but you know, everyone's going, oh my God, you know, it reached up to 360, and you know, it's going to the moon. Well, eventually it will, but for the time being, it's going to retest you. So if you're late to the party right now, you look at that volume bar, you go have a look at the stochastics, which is a leading and lagging indicator in my opinion. But the RSI has shown that it made a quick top and is starting to bounce down a bit. The MACD, it's showing the same thing on the hourly and the 4-hour and the daily. So watch for that. Now the weekly chart is showing up. We've had a MACD positive cross. However, it might flatten out here in the next few days, as we're about to see well, there's a bunch of market volatility, and I'm expecting a pullback, you know, not just in, you know, stocks and crypto, but Bitcoin and whatnot, because Bitcoin is the bellwether. And now that everyone has woken up to the fact that Bitcoin is pretty much real, and President Donald Trump has invested $1 billion of the Treasury, or he has issued the Treasury an executive order to invest $1 billion into Bitcoin. So, and notice when that happened, by the way, Bitcoin did not jump up over its 100,000 level, right? It just stuck around this 100, 120, just kind of right in and around there, right? Wouldn't you have been expecting someone to tell you that they just invested, a country just invested $1 billion, shouldn't it have just jumped up? Well, I think so, for sure, but, you know, we're about to experience another, 30-day correction here, and I expect that to take place and culminate sometime into August, probably the last and late week of August. We're going to see a higher low there, and I'm not going to be all in, but I'll be 25% in. You bet. I'll be 25% in my entire wallet. Now I'm watching the market really closely because we're having these fake out reactions, and I'm about to see, some aggressive pullbacks here. If we do not see that, and the market jumps above 365 and sits on it and shows no weakness in the next couple of weeks here, or week, then the market will be moving up. Because anytime a market comes up to its old top and gets above its old top and sits on it, it's in an extremely strong position, and it signifies another great move up. Getting below this area and being rejected means, well, weakness, and we have to come back to another area where we can sit down on, which would be the 300 and 290 area, where we're seeing already. I mean, we just saw that. Come on, guys. So with that in mind, I just wanted to give you my take on what I think XRP was going to do over the next little while. And everyone's really inflated with this whole crypto idea, and you guys just watch gold and silver and the precious metals, you guys, because they're going to revalue this whole market. And I think they're going to monetize, and it's my opinion, this is just my opinion, but I really feel that everything is going to be revalued in a precious metals, and it will have a real value attuned or tied to it. So I would say to be careful and watch out for these things. Maybe start looking for some options on gold and silver, but ultimately physical real gold and silver is obviously nice, but as we've seen in the past many centuries, when these assets make their way back up, there's often they steal the gold and silver, and we've seen this, so many times over and over in history. This has just happened so many times. They steal your gold and silver, right? So what are we going to do with this? Well, I'd say if you have gold and silver, you don't declare you have it, for one. And two, you bury it. And I'd say hold on to your crypto, like your XRP, excuse me, like a bunch of your stable coins, ETH, Bitcoin, Solana. There's a bunch out there that are stable. You guys know. And watch all these other nations that adopt these cryptocurrencies. Australia is adopting currencies right now, cryptos. Many of the other Commonwealth nations as well are accepting crypto as an alternative with its ledger. Now just remember now, if these ledgers are not like a Bitcoin ledger, like the SHA-256, then they can be manipulated. They can have a fork put in them. They can be changed. Whereas Bitcoin, you can't. You can't change any of that. And that's why it's so successful and why people trust it and believe in it, because, well, come on, guys, it's the most successful thing right now. I mean, in the last 12 years, it went from nothing to just over 100,000. That's pretty frightening. You know, imagine if you would have invested 100 or 1,000 bucks in 2013 and 14. Now, I have a client that did. I'm not going to mention who that was, but he has 4 lovely wives, and he invested just under 500,000. And I'm not going to say how much Bitcoin he has now, but he has quite a bit. He's made some really good moves, and he reaches out to me, not quite regularly, but quarterly. We get together and we discuss his portfolio. Anyways, I just feel that people are starting to recognize and wake up to the fact that our currency system it's been convoluted, and the price of a dollar has gone down to nothing. It's worth nothing. And it's evident because our children can't afford a house in Canada. An average house is $1 million. The average wage of a 30-year-old, right? Come on, guys, it's 50, 60,000. Okay, if you're smart, you might get more. If you're a laborer working in some retail, you're making less. This is the stark reality that we faced right now. So this is why I have been laughed at so much about acquiring Bitcoin and building Bitcoin mines, and being told by many colleagues from my past about how foolish I was. And now I don't even see or hear them anymore. They've all faded away and died off. And it's unfortunate. I really wish them well. I want them to do better. I really want them to reconsider what they were thinking and reevaluate things. I was never mean or upset with them. I mean, I was told some pretty nasty names, none of which I can mention on YouTube. And I've never resorted to speaking to them in this way. So I'm just sending a kind and gentle message, you guys. Just watch what's going on. We're having some market tops. There's some distribution. Get ready for some pullbacks and a redistribution and a rebuy. Just get ready, guys. It's right around the corner here. Anyways, it's a beautiful and lovely day, and I just want to say thank you very much for joining me and listening to my words. And I'm about 40% done my, Your Words of Power. I'm writing a booklet on how you can improve your life and do better things and call upon the forces of nature and the spirits of the planets to give you these wonderful gifts that keep dropping into my life. And these things have been changing my life. I'll be relocating to the Caribbean sometime this summer and late fall. And I'll be starting up a forecasting academy there and a health and wellness center. And I really hope that you come down and join me. And I have many clients too that are interested in health and wellness, and my, again, forecasting academy that I've spoke about, as well as all my coding projects. So I'm hoping to see you down there next year sometime. Hit me up. You can text me anytime. I'll never call you, ever. So text me, 250-212-6922. Let me know that you approve of this message. Let me know if you'd like higher and further education. I have my welcome workshop for $2,000 for one day, and I just pour you right through William's work as much as possible. You'll learn everything about the square. You'll fill out a work booklet to make a yearly forecast. And I'll also try to get you to do some scales, at least for the sun. My advanced course is 3 days. It's 10K. And you have about a 50-page workbook. There's 4 of them. You'll be filling out several forecasts. Plus you'll be filling out the longitude of the planets. I have 6 scales that you'll have to fill out. That's about 30 pages. And then also the longitude of prices according to the planets and the scales. I'll have you fill out a bunch of those and make a mean of 5, a cycle of 8, and a cycle of 12. And we will verify the prices. And then we will build our forecast and attach our theory from our longitude of prices and our scales, and therefore have a blueprint moving forward. Alright guys, this is about 16 minutes. I've kind of went on a little bit. So peace and love to you. Reach out to me, brothers and sisters. I'm here for you. Peace and love.